Google Maps is finding its way back to iOS. According to Ars Technica, select individuals outside the company are testing the long-rumored Map app. Google has reportedly begun testing its own mapping application for iOS among outside users, further supporting rumors the company plans to submit it to the App Store in the near future. Google is in the process of putting finishing touches on the app before submitting it for approval through Apple. The return of Google's mapping application couldn't be more timely. According to a writer for TechCrunch, Apple's decision to use its own mapping app caused a few problems for the Cupertino company. The decision to switch away from Google's Maps offering caused significant user backlash, eventually prompting Apple CEO Tim Cook to issue an apology. iOS software lead Scott Forstall reportedly refused to sign his name to the apology, which is one of a number of factors that supposedly led to his eventual ouster from Apple. Before an app is available in Apple's App Store, it must first be approved by the company. Some Google employees expressed concern over the app's approval, but a writer for GigaOM says Apple will most likely approve the application. There's a lot of attention being paid to how Apple handles the Google relationship, especially after ditching the YouTube and Google Maps apps. Apple knows it will be under careful scrutiny and likely wants to avoid coming off as anti-competitive again. Apple created the original Google Maps application, which used Google's mapping data. The new Google Maps will be created by Google and is said to contain a new feature, turn-by-turn navigation. The forthcoming Google Maps app for the iPhone is expected to contain turn-by-turn navigation that would allow people to use it like a GPS device while driving. The turn-by-turn navigation feature didn't exist in the previous Apple device version, partly because of various disagreements between the companies. Some thought Google may withhold the navigation feature from iOS, keeping a clear advantage for the Android operating system. So why haven't they? According to the Next Web, it's a chance for Google to flex its mapping muscles. It only makes sense for Google to bring its A game to iOS. If it's going to launch a mapping app on the iPhone, then it needs to show exactly how much of a grip it has on the mapping industry in bold style. Google has been doing this a lot longer than Apple, and it's a lot better at it. After the testing phase, the app moves through the approval process. No word yet on the official release date, so until then, Apple has provided a list of alternate mapping apps for your navigation needs. For Newsy, I'm Logan Tittle. Multiple sources, the real story.